everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to create Encharge subscriber on ConvertBox form submission. So here I've created a form in ConvertBox, and in this case I want whenever a new form submission is made in my form, automatically using that detail a new subscriber should be created in my Encharge account. So here to build this connection I need to connect my ConvertBox with Encharge account, and to build this connection I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here Pabbly Connect works on two principles, that are trigger and action. So here our trigger application will be ConvertBox and our action application will be Encharge. So to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So here you can see the form which I have created using ConvertBox, and in this case I want whenever a new form submission is made in this form, automatically using that detail a new subscriber should be created in my Encharge account. So here to build this connection I need to connect my ConvertBox with my Encharge account, and to build this connection I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. This is the homepage of Pabbly Connect. You can visit this page by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options, that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now here after signing in, you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow. So for that, I'm going to click on this create workflow button that is given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as create Encharge person on ConvertBox form submission. And here I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select your folder as per your need. Also you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow with the name create Encharge person on ConvertBox form submission. And here you can see two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as ConvertBox and my trigger event as new lead submission. And here you can see we have received a webhook URL. That means we will use this webhook URL to connect our ConvertBox form with Pabbly Connect. So here, following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my ConvertBox account, and from here I'm going to select my box, and from here I'm going to click on this edit. Now under this edit, I'm going to select my form element, and from here I'm going to click on this form settings that is given on the left side corner. Now here under form settings, I'm going to select actions, and under actions I'm going to select the action as go to next step. And now after selecting this action step, moving to integrations, and here under integrations I'm going to click on this add integration. Now here under add integration, I'm going to select my integration as webhooks. And then here you can see it is asking for webhook URL. So here to get this webhook URL, let me take you back to Pabbly window. And here I'm going to copy this webhook URL. Moving back to ConvertBox, and here I'm going to add this webhook URL. Now here after adding this webhook URL, here I'm going to click on this add integration. And here you can see we have successfully added this webhook. So now I'm going to click on this save. And then I'm going to click on this next, 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 and then finish. So with this, we have successfully set up our webhook. Now let's go back to our Pabbly window. And here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission. And to do a test submission, we need to generate a test response in our form. So for that, let me take you back to my form. So this is my form, and here I'm going to add a dummy data and do a test submission. So here for the first name, I'm going to enter the name as test, last name as user, email as test@pabblytudes.com, a random phone number, street address as 456 XYZ, postal code as 462003, city as Bhopal, state as Madhya Pradesh. So here I've entered all these details, and now I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see we have successfully submitted a response here. So now let's go and check our Pabbly window. And here you can see we have successfully received a response here where we have received the state, postal code, phone, last name, first name, email and some other details. So with this we have successfully set up our trigger. Now let's move to action step. And here I'm going to select my action application as Encharge and my action event as add or update a person, so that whenever a new submission is received in our ConvertBox form, automatically using that detail, a new person should be added in our Encharge account. And now to connect my Encharge account with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Encharge account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Encharge. Here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here it easily got connected because I was already logged in my Encharge account. So to build an easy connection, make sure you are already logged in your Encharge account. So moving back to Pabbly window, and here after building a successful connection, moving forward, and now here it is asking for email, first name, last name and some other details. So here instead of entering these details manually, here I will map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I will map the data from the response I have received in my ConvertBox. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that whenever a new lead is received in our ConvertBox, automatically this previously existing lead details will be updated with the new one. So here I'm going to map the email of the lead. Moving forward, here I'm going to map the first name, last name. Moving forward, again here it is asking for name. So here I'm going to leave this field blank because I have already mapped the name above. So moving forward, here this last activity created at and other fields are not a required field. So here I'm going to leave them blank, but you can add your details as per your need. Moving forward, now here I'm going to map this phone number. Here I'm going to map the address. Here I'm going to map the city. Here I'm going to map the state. And lastly, here I'm going to map the postal code. So here I've mapped all the details as per my need. So moving forward, you can add your details as per your need. And after adding all the details, here I'm going to click on this save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response. So now let's go and check our Encharge account. Here I'm going to refresh this window. And here you can see we have successfully created a new subscribe with the email as test@pabblytunes.com, first name as test, last name as user, full name as test user. And also we have received the other details such as the phone number, address, city, region and postal code. So with this we have successfully set up our automation. Now let's test our automation to check whether it is working or not. So to test our automation, we need to submit a new lead in our ConvertBox form. And for that, let me take you back to my form. Here I'm going to refresh this. And here I'm going to add a dummy data and do a test submission. So here for the first name, I'm going to add the name as current, last name as user, email as current@pabblytunes.com, a random phone number, street address as 890 JKL, postal code as 305801, city as Ajmer, state as Rajasthan. And now here after entering all these details, here I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see we have successfully submitted a response here. So now let's go and check our Encharge account. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new subscriber with the email as current@pabblytunes.com, first name as current, last name as user, full name as current user. And also we have received the other details such as the random phone number, address as 890 JKL, city as Ajmer, region as Rajasthan and a postal code. So with this we have successfully tested our automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as ConvertBox and our action as Encharge, so that whenever a new lead submission is made in our ConvertBox form, automatically using that detail, a new person should be added in our Encharge account. If you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.